Hi, and welcome to the fourth episode in the Silver Lining series, Let's Take Action. Today, we're going to explore our nervous system, break it down, simplify the parts, and talk about how to tap into different parts when we want and need. And even if you consider yourself to be a nervous system expert or just a nerd like me, I still think it's nice to revisit the basics. So what even is our nervous system? To keep it simple, it's the command center for the body. Or you can think of it like an enormous information highway running throughout your body, controlling complicated processes like movement, thought, and memory. It also plays an essential role in the things our bodies do without thinking, like breathing, blushing, and blinking. Ultimately, our nervous system presides over everything that makes us human. Our consciousness, cognition, behavior, and memories. Pretty cool, or at least I think so. But our nervous system has different parts that do different things. Let's break it down. It has two main divisions, our central nervous system, our brain and spinal cord, and our peripheral nervous system, a network of nerves throughout the rest of the body. The peripheral nervous system is subdivided into two functions. Our somatic nervous system, our voluntary component related to touch, pain, temperature, etc., and our autonomic nervous system, or involuntary component, which is further divided into two parts of its own, our sympathetic nervous system and our parasympathetic nervous system, also known as our fight or flight response and our rest and digest response. Like we've explored before, it's seeing a lion running for your life and then finding shelter. It's realizing your hand is on a hot pot and then pulling it away before you get badly burned. It's seeing flashing lights in your rearview mirror and then watching the cop pass you by to pull someone else over. Our sympathetic nervous system increases energy, and our parasympathetic nervous system conserves energy. Lion, stress. Shelter, calm. Hot pot, stress. No burn, calm. Cop lights, stress. Not getting pulled over, calm. We go in and out of these states of being pretty regularly throughout our day, and if our nervous system is working optimally, pretty seamlessly as well. But how do we know when we're operating in our sympathetic nervous system versus our parasympathetic nervous system? This can look and feel different for everyone, but there are some telltale signs to help us differentiate. Sympathetic signs to be aware of. Your heart starts beating fast. Maybe you get a little sweaty, your breathing becomes shallow, or you get a pit in your stomach, but you're not hungry. Sound familiar? Some parasympathetic signs to be aware of. Your heart rate is slow and maybe even not noticeable. You may get or feel hungry. Maybe you feel a little cold and your breathing feels natural and can be slowed. Like I've said before, we can't make any behavioral changes until we become aware of how we're currently operating. So it's worth getting to know your telltale signs a little bit better. And as a reminder, please approach that process with curiosity and not judgment. But once we're aware, how can we turn on one versus the other when we want or need? And yes, sometimes we may actually want to turn on our sympathetic nervous system. It gets a bad rep, and it's true that most of us have an overactive sympathetic nervous system that operates too often and too much. But there are times when it can be really helpful to operate from that place. We would never get anything done if we only operated within our parasympathetic nervous system. We'd feel too relaxed, calm, tired, and then groggy even. Sometimes we need that burst of energy to jump into action and feel productive. Other times we do need to be able to self-soothe, calm down, and reset. So in keeping with actionable steps to take, I'm going to give you 3 ways to activate each part of our autonomic nervous system. Intentional sympathetic activation. Keyword being intentional. 1, ice baths. All the rave these days, but it doesn't have to be a full body soak. Splash ice cold water on your face. Stick your hand in the freezer. Same result. 2, the breath of joy. A 3-part inhale that coordinates movement with breath and a cleansing exhale to let it all go. It can make you a little dizzy, but it's almost guaranteed to make you smile. And number 3, breath retention. Another breathing technique that involves slowly breathing in as much air as you can, holding your breath at the top for about 10 seconds, and then breathing it out. It's as easy as that. Now for intentional activation of our parasympathetic nervous system. 1, hum. Yep, hum your little hearts out. Sing whatever song is on your mind. This slight vibration that happens between your lips activates your vagus nerve and calms your body. 2, hug it out. Yep, hugs equal comfort. Even if you're not a hugger, the human connection plus the pressure you feel upon contact calms our nervous system. And number 3, deep breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing, belly breathing, call it what you'd like. But breathing from our diaphragm helps slow our heart rate and calm us down. Easy enough, right? So, the silver lining is that with a little curiosity and exploration, you can bring your nervous system up or down depending on what you need in any given moment. All you have to ask is, where am I now and where do I want to be?